How's it going, everybody? I'm uploading right now the Bible study that I just did, and I was showing them. Don't hesitate to go back and because we're getting into Daniel 2 on my daily Bible study channel called TS Daily Bible Studies, and I showed them how many days it took us last time. One took us Friday through Thursday, so it took a solid 7 days to go through the study last time, and it will again this time. And I noticed the last time because Daniel 238 through 44, which was done on March 24th of this year, last time I've gone over it, because I go back and forth between Daniel and Revelation. That's why this new Bible study is called, um, it'll be called Third Daniel Bible Study. And on my playlist, by the way. So I came across something that was pretty fascinating. Hang on, let me upload the other. All right, so it says Daniel 238 through 44, John 614 22. That's pretty weird. That's my phone number in there, 1422. Check this out. I thought this was fascinating. Daniel 243. So in here you have the Mark of the Beast Bible verse. Which we've gone over many times. I'm not going to detail it here. Whereas you saw the iron machine mixing with the clay, mankind, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. They shall not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. So I tell you that through the technology, being connected to the technology, they're going to enter when people worship the image of the beast, because all goats at the time of the abomination that causes desolation, when the Antichrist returns from his deadly wound, along with a false prophet and an image that speaks, that you have to worship the image that speaks. When you do worship the image that speaks as a goat, the fallen angel entities will upload into your body, obviously mingling themselves with the seed of men. They will once again be fallen angel human hybrids, just like it was in the days of Noah, because Jesus said, so like it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be when the Son of Man returns. And in the days of Noah, you read and go over Genesis 6, 1 through 9. Sons of God saw daughters of men, saw they were fair. This is sons of God are fallen angels, daughters of men are human women. It says, took them as wives, created mighty men of renown. They were giants in those days. These were the days of Noah. Noah was perfect in his generations. And meaning Noah didn't have any of this fallen angel blood in him. That way, the bloodline of Jesus is preserved through Noah and one of Noah's children. As we know, some of Noah's other children, of course, went in the other direction by way of Satan, if I remember correctly. And so I think Ham is one of their names. But the point is, when you go over what was coupled on that day of March 24th, you have perfectly written the abomination that causes desolation and or the mark of the beast Bible verse told to you here in Daniel 2:43, whereas thou saw the feet and the toes of the final kingdom, part iron and partly clay. The toes of the feet were part iron, part clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And this is, of course, the final kingdom. It goes from head to toe. Reminds me of an old 80s song, Head to Toe. Wonder what those lyrics are, but anyway. So you got the mark of the beast, and then you've got the day that I did it. It says John, which is Trump's middle name, John 6:14, which is Trump's birthday, and then 1422, Acts 14:22, because we know the Antichrist, Donald John Drumpf, who's when you key in SIX, you get Donald John Drumpf. And Don Drumpf comes to 666. But when you key in Acts 14:22, which is also melded into that verse 1422, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that, here it is, we must, through much tribulation, enter the kingdom of God. And we know the great tribulation is for the church. People pretend to act like the church is removed. Well, no, it's actually to refine the church, and we get into that in the book of Daniel. I think it's in Daniel 11 or Daniel 12. We'll get into that in that study, where the church actually goes through the great tribulation to be refined, to be tried, to be refined. And so it's telling you about going through much tribulation. So let's go back and look at it again. Where you have the mark of the beast Bible verse in Daniel 2:43, the iron mixing with clay, you have Trump's middle name, you have Trump's birthday, and Trump, of course, takes the church through the great tribulation per what's been ordained by the Lord. And we know that through much tribulation, you enter the kingdom. So I just thought that was pretty fascinating. I wonder then if the March 24th date isn't something, in 2022 or 2023 that might not end up being some significance. I would think it might be 2023. That would be a year after, I think, the deadly wound incident. I think that's the previous month in February. So anyway, I just thought that was, because I'm a numbers person. Always have been. Always seen everything through numbers. And in the Bible, you have something called the Book of Numbers. So we know that numbers are very real. Of course, the pagans have this thing called numerology, which of course is satanic and pagan. You don't want to get involved in anything like that. But all right. Anyway, love y'all very much.